For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called. The warrior of light.
To run from my troubles. Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better. I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
Turn that off. Turn off the... Start. Let's get in. Obviously, we are starting with Shadowbringers today in Final Fantasy XIV. We are halfway there with catching up on Final Fantasy XIV before Dawn Trail comes out in like a month and a half. But howdy, fellas. Howdy, y'all. My name is BethAnime19. You guys can call me Beth or Bethan. It doesn't matter. My pronouns are she, her. I'm an aspiring voice actress, cosplayer, gamer, Twitch affiliate, streamer, and today I'm gonna start up Shadowbringers in Final Fantasy XIV, so I can curiously show you guys where I'm at. So yeah. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. And all that fun stuff. Happy Monday. Sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. Let's start Shadowbringers. start Shadowbringers already. Good news, Kina. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the crystal base of the tower. Hey, what's up, Chaos? Welcome in. A path I doubt we'd ever found that the ironworks and the sons added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes and plenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Then we better go and give them a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
Thank you for that redemption. Ooh, I like the quest accepted for Shadowbringers. Heading to the survey site, madam. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat.
Look how many people there are! Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Oh, hi, Biggs.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I'm just walking about, not seeing anything sus. Except that crystal.
Sorry, I meant to say, The scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
I was just looking at something, pigs. Don't you get
What's
all
that you got there?
antsy at me.
Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Ah!
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
It's a voice in my head.
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
I'm gonna try to see if my
Safe
character
journey,
is
warrior
vague.
of light.
Oh no!
Find our friends and bring them home.
Here we go. Gotta get isekai'd up in here. To where our friends are. Because of this mysterious voice, our friends are missing. Our friends have been taken in this. What is this area? Stars? Whee! Ah, Archibald!
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you can't.
It's like the last adventures we've been in. Whoa!
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Oh shit, that scared me. Who are you? Is that Minfilia? Who's that?
Your time has
Yeah, that's
not
Minfilia.
yet come.
The Warrior of Darkness. Whoa.
From endless dreams I awake.
My head.
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
It's a chocobo! Oh, hello. Who are you, sir?
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
What do you mean, this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Yeah.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
I don't drink wine, sir. Oh, damn, that was well timed. Somewhat.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby.
Made it pretty early. Hey, what's up, Kusunoha? Welcome in.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Nothing much, just learning how to replace wallets. Oof. How's Beth doing? I'm okay. I'm okay.
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Shadowbringers. Oh, I can't even use my Torgal mount. Damn. Sure is a pretty area, though. Is this like Final Fantasy XIV's version of the Shadow Realm?
Halt. Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Already 21 minutes in and I'm loving the soundtrack.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Oh, sorry, my stepdad's texting me. Give me one just quick second, chat.
Everything all right, Captain?
What the hell?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
You're in for a treat on that front then. Oh boy.
Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for
more. Oh boy. God, just wait
but
till
I see
we
you've
get...
met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself.
Just wait till I get to fucking Endwalker when we get to the last...
Another of your mysterious friends,
Endwalker when I fight
known.
Endsinger. As I love with hearts alive.
Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Thank you.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Sir, I'm already taken by Sir Emmerich. I do not need another boyfriend. In this game.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
My boyfriends make a harem.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear
I see
my
you're an
aim was
Emmerich woman.
Slightly
Hell
off.
yeah!
That you are still
Hell
able
yeah,
to
I'm
make
an
the crossing
Emmerich
unharmed
woman.
is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Are the other scions here?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
In other words, keep going
Let us
through the
begin
story.
with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago,
nighttime.
by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Who, me? No!
Though
No!
it meant depriving a world of its champion.
No, anybody.
For in
but
saving
me,
the First,
nah.
you would bring salvation to the Source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Okay. Whoa.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each
Okay,
stone was
I'm loving
laid with
Shadowbringers so far.
the town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us
My
does
favorite-
not
yeah, no,
yearn
Nexaku got it,
for
yeah.
salvation?
Whoa. Let me go to the ether right and attune to that. This is legit my spot to go for logging out, right? I can see why. Oh, it's not responding. Okay. That's weird. Ah, here you are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I'm sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should be, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along with your etheric trail to find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. Oh, you roadblocking me, bro? I'm trying to, but it won't let me attune. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head to the left in the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Cutlass, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another Morin to reach in his cabinet of curiosity. You'll want to avoid aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight forward and along until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in which a chart of trade and distribution. He's to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the pace. I trust my directions were simple enough to you. Yeah, crystal clear. Ah, very good. I can see the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the... When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard of the town. Until then... Play do this. Yo! Look at that sword! Wow! It's red! I love red! I love red. Welcome back. Rare to see a place so well with goods, isn't it? But not here. I guess you're going to Pharos. You're new to our fair city? Well, for what it's worth, we've certified sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier and sin eaters come knocking, so it's damn safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods in which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll be handed to you like on a plate on those Almoran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor, though you don't have a whiff of your indolence. Ugh, god damn it. Indolence about you like some folk I've met. One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friends of his friend is a friend of ours. It is really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started growing up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth some of the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city's stood here for decades now, yet the eldest man among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if you see and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If I ought to contribute out in that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Never done any crafting. I haven't done any type of crafting yet in 14. Just ask for catalysts and I'll find you a niche share of them. Alright, Kusunoha. New to the city, friend. The spinning head and wise gave you away. Oh my god! It's a furry! Welcome, my name is Fraggy and the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but in any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for John such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm actually an Aura. Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Let's see if we could straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is whom? And the taller one is an elf. Oh my god, this is an isekai. That sturdy individual over there is skeleton, while the one with the horns is John, like you. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with the long tails and a knack of raising livestock. That would be the Zune. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. The same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung in that. We've had a few of your lot pass through here in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Excuse me, miss. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well... what I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A ruffled scroll, even a scrap on scribbled on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Moran, at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manners of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of lives from land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom is, but tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you have interest in modern history. Splendid! A thorough review of recent events can often yield a blah 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 blah. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for the children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Sir, do I look like I'm a child? No, I am not a little kid. It's like the library in Beauty and the Beast. Here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day of a enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called the calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leech of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt an approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Nordvent, and Nordvent alone spared the fate of Erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended hordes of strange and terrible aspect to the bedevil, the few form. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from the northern skies. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you'd rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Look at this area. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clear picture of this world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp things before we proceeded. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noticed the details were sparse. The structure is in fact self-same when from the source transported to the burst of its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served the set of wheels' fate in motion. Whoa! bad revealing, but I like it. You've done as I requested in learning some of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time to fulfill my half of the bargain and explain what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guards knows to admit you. Just like that, then Rahatia is... Oh, that's right, the cowboy! I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it's best that we can focus on the present. Greetings, madam. The Exarch awaits you within. Whoa.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Alright.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions.
Yeah, what's going on with my boys?
To put it
my
simply,
friends?
they are here in the first.
That...
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelt here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Time is different in this area.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master.
Hold on!
Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
You were the voice in my head!
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Like I said, isekai. Then we have to find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the First was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the First, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Yay!
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Sure. Come on, me, say yes. Oh. For the moment, I'll take that. I'll take that, chat.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Alright. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available in Pendant. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path here will take us to the markets, and was hoping to give you my own introduction to the wares. Come along.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Good. Good.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower. Some of which may be familiar to you.
Oh look, iPhones! I can't afford the new iPhone 7.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
A fairy!
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm.
Hi.
And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
Yep.
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yes.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Sne Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
Is that a Miho puppy on the camera? Can I say hi? Hi. He says hi, chat. Miho says hello.
We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
I can't play. We're gonna send a message to Tataru.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Yep. Yay! Ah, there you are. I was just smiling the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use as you see fit. You may When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you into your lodgings, pray rest, and recuperate. We shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Kina. You are denied the comforting of the blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready. Would you care to retire? Nice room. Ooh, flowers.
You?
And, you are? Oh, you. Okay, hi, you bastard.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Yeah, I remember you, warrior of darkness. The warrior of darkness?
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yep.
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
It's like, what, Heaven's Sword?
That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source, a daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? $100 years. 100 long years.
A ghost!
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Because I'm the protagonist, duh. And I was isekai'd.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
I want to go back. I never understand the glamour. Oh! Ow. Look at all of this though. Look at this. casually looking at stuff, Chad. Don't mind me. There we go.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Yep. Well enough, thank you.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Alright.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Alright.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Oh.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins,
Again?
each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
One sec.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armory?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Which you choose to visit first?
Surprise,
Simply
motherfucker.
inform me once you have made your decision,
Hi,
and I will
soul.
see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Yeah. now we gotta go everywhere and go find our Scion friends. Okay. Questing. Certain quests can employ an automatic level adjustment. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. Hey! What are you doing, puppy? Ooh. Cute. Let's go find Alizé. Ready to depart for American? Alizé will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was repeatedly. Take me to Alizé. I only hope that pardon sending you will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here's a letter of introduction to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at Armo launch and he will see that you reach your destination. Come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in American, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was sent to off our outpost here, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. Let's go save Alizé. Find Alizé already, guys. Come on. Whoa.
Areng. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Areng once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Areng meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the lights unrelenting onslaught.
I like the music. Yeah, this soundtrack so far does not disappoint. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky may be as bright as in the scorching hours a day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn's journey's head, in which, whereas Alizé, a friend of yours, is staying. That's a far old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Mord Squad to break to the trek, allowing me to attend some business and you enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good! Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back! Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Actually, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I like the music. Stop here for a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? Before you cross the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. They built them big, didn't they? That's Caesar Shara, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Arang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once more of the Norvant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along, great chunks of the Nabath Arang lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress have nothing more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mord Sock. Let's press on, shall we? Mordsock, blessed by the shadow. I love this town. Mordsock, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all matters and others too. It has not been a refuge for folk displaced. Oh, have you met the Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but more of a welcoming lot if you ever wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master again, Chen. I'll go ahead and let him know we have arrived. Hey guys, look at me. Look at me, friends. So this is a Mord. The Mord's like,
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsook.
Oh my god, it sounds like a
Souk
Nupon.
is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armor. As I told you before, not many visit Armoreng by choice, but Mordsouk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
I moved my camera a little back to its original position.
Aye, that they
that's
do.
probably why
For
it's
Mords do
fritzing
not
out
dismiss
or
the spoils
something.
of theirs. We clean them and polish them and
keeps going
reveal to the
blurry.
world their true value.
The rest of the week, that just means
That
hey,
is why they come
we
here.
need a new
Come
camera.
from far away. Come with much money.
Blah, blah, blah.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
Oh my goodness.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful.
Mijo.
Would that everyone was so willing to take in
It's an
refugees
adult.
regardless of race or creed.
Get off my boob. Off.
Now then,
Off.
if you intend to spend
boy.
any time here,
Down.
you'll want to gain the
No
trust of the
kisses.
locals. And there's a little custom
Kiki,
all
do you wanna
newcomers
say
are
hi?
expected to observe.
Come here.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Say hi.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in
wow,
years.
1 gold piece. I can sell it off Bitcoin and get more money.
Real Verbert gold?
Bitcoin. They're like, Bitcoin?
Newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots! Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drilling on the merchandise, yes? That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the spell challenging, but it'll warm you up on a chilly desert night. Those are tortillas. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits so that even the bread dries out. It's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. Yeah, like I was saying, so is this where the taco meme comes from? Oh look, and there's shrimp. Everyone's favorite plump white. Ew. Worms slathered in honey once you eat a blizzard wriggler. You'll never want any other treat. Oh look, frogs. Oh, look at those chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks. Spare with stick, then roast over a fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. No. Those do not look tasty, but I'm gonna go with the mush loaf, if anything. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on the sands of the gut full of cactus. You have the gold? And done! One bar bite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread. I'm hoping it's not poisoned or anything. And it's poisoned. Every last mouthful. What an appetite! What a belly! A new legend is born here in Mordsock! My diet's on my funeral with Kina Asada. She died by eating weird food. Oh god. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns! Still got a little knot on you, Bubba. What's on you, buddy? I was watching from here, Hina. You're honored our custom and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsock. If you need anything in Amarang, we are to provide. So you say, my friend. Oh shit. I dropped something. You have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now you've eaten, I expect you're eager to make back on the road. Would you mind if we delay our departure a touch? I have a few deals to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsock. Sick. Oh, offering our services, are you? Well... An assistant would clearly help there hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that needing picking up from the market. All properly paid. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. I'll go and take care of some of the last minute haggling then. I'll see you in a bit. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, friend, but I wouldn't be eating one of those. Looks like I don't need to be a self-taught electrician today. Oh my goodness, are you okay, Kuzunoha? I'm fine, my outlet problem managed to fix itself. Oh my gosh, that's great! The iron ore? Iron ore, of course! That would explain this box. I have it here, it's all yours! That's one down. Hey, no touching. No touching the merchandise. It's a mitten box. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. Yeah, I have your stupid merchandise. Alright, that's the lot. Alright, good work. And quick work too, considering you've not set foot in this place before. I thought you'd want to sit in the city like an exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hope to conclude all my business before you return, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I last saw you. And, you are? Oh, but isn't the lovely Tesleen? It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Elisei. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has been commemmorated by my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Elisei told me so much about you. You're Kina, aren't you? I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer in the inn, and I've gotten to know Elisei quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take Kina go over as Kina's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed on the road, so it wouldn't be any trouble. That'd be a great help, thank you. Well, looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill in Amarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Whoa! I like the gloves. I like my outfit. I'm trying to view in the earrings. So I got the Azama earrings as a pre-order bonus for Dawn Trail. I like the gloves. The gloves are cool. I was digging that top you had before, though. Yeah, I liked the top I had before. It's neat to always wear the recommended gear just so I don't get stuck in anything. Yeah, that top is, I think, what you get from, I believe I got it during a main quest scenario from Stormblood. All set. I should probably mention this, the wildlife. Well, most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance. The local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the market. Storble, what did she just say? I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? I know you can get a sick-looking samurai outfit from doing PvP. Ooh! I thought you might. Elisei was always saying how much you... let's get going, shall we? I still need to do some PvP stuff. I haven't done a PvP in 14 yet. much time to shout without a worrying. Where you been? Those things can be nasty. Yet hardly a match for you. I always thought Alisaie was strong, but her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Anyway, we should push on. It might be best for you to scout ahead and clear out any coyotes. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Sure. Sure. Oh, look, a turtle. Oh, hell. Oh, mother. Run away. Get away from me, you damn turtle! Get away from me! Get away from me, you damn turtle! Ah! Okay. I'm safe. I just gotta wait till my HP gets back up. Nothing. Not doing anything, Kuzunoha. What are you? I'm not doing anything. No, no, no. Yes, exactly what Ian said. I am surviving. Come here, coyotes. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I can hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to... Oh, it is now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first let's head inside, shall we? Alice! I'm here! Welcome to the inn at Journey Said. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alice arrived. It's not much, but it's home from the afflicted and a handful of carers. This afflicted? You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alice who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most people have grown up knowing someone knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it might be best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchover first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out on the south side and you will soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Footprints over yonder. What if I just follow that player? Ah, mummies! I know! I never get tired of hearing this! You haven't made to my buried area here yet, though? Ooh. Yuki. Hey, Yuki puppy. What are you doing? Come here. Wanna hop on my lap again? Ow, ow, ow. Scratched my knee.
Get back here!
There she is!
Is that... It can't be.
Alice! Impressive. I gotta praise her, obviously.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
How dare she not hug us?
We've fought them to a standstill, then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where 1 would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the Flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the First tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the Flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of
Yeah,
base
Kingdom Hearts.
instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They
Yo,
feel
Kingdom
no
Hearts
pity,
reference chat.
know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eater's victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh, let me.
It's just a matter of time, more some less for others. Those patients will become all monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say is about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course.
Level up!
Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way, you can have an undulated experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map where the usual spots are. You can resume any beast with a white hat or a carapace as a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slaving after your ether. Remember, it's killed or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever is prowling out around in here there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting.
Oh, we're just doing some hunting, okay. I like the Shadowbringers battle music.
Why is it getting interrupted? I didn't do nothing.
perspective. Oh, Gridania. I mostly also, I like throwback music from like the early 2000s and also the 2010s. This time now I'm not really like up to date on the current music, unfortunately, but I get in tapes for some good throwback music. Replicant a few years ago, like, for my birthday, the year it came out. I was like, okay, yeah, I like the music in this game. If I lose again, I'm just gonna have to eat that. That I got in video class. Man, that was close. How'd you fare? I thought there might be one or two lurking in the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more than deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat, much like the void sin. They have unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on a hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army such as creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to call their ranks often enough that their basics won't be overwhelming when big ones come out to play. Oh, and you've certainly helped out in that front. Let's port our victories to Taslim, shall we? Alistair tells me you helped her out on her patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see you two found each other. You have no idea how badly Alistair has missed your company. Everything is always, if Kina were here, she would... That's an exaggeration. I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Kina's methods. Honestly, after seeing her reaction, I can understand why. The way she leaps into a fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing. Though I have no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets just as you do. Oh, sorry. Oh, right. Oh, the hood. I'm not a fan of the hood. No. No. I'm not, like, the biggest fan of the hood. It covers my bangs. The bangs makes my character look cool. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with LSA? Wait, twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder, I'll say. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. I take it you don't have your own Discord server? I do have a server, Kuzunoha, but that is a little private. I usually just do it with friends. The names are Ponil, Toden, and Harlick. They may not give in much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Thank you. Here. Everybody gets treated. Are you okay? You're an aura like me. I'll remain suddenly still. You've seen to the patients? How were they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I am concerned about Harik, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think this time may be near. We shall leave you to have a discussion then. I was going to take Tina to Mordsorg. If you have any errands that are need doing? Well, I suppose there's one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Kina. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares? Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh, yes, nectarines. We taste grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked with your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one, free of charge. Gods, I've never seen a Mord merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeywood worms as well.
Don't do it. I'll say. Oh no, they're for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please.
Only the best sprinklers for you. Come again, my friends.
That's right. Our shopping chores are taken care of. Let's head past up the ether right to the main tower to the view. I want to show you only can be seen from the very top. You precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not?
Come here, sprinklers! You actually brought them! I really shouldn't let you, but this is once, alright? Only once!
Never fails. Shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn.
It looks more like an apple.
Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Yep.
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
Yeah. Very true, Alice.
I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the walls is more worth an hour of Varantier's lecturing. And I needed you to know that beyond a doubt of a Tesline has no other choice. The nectarine would be a kindness. It isn't a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an Eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards, and would spare them that the suffering is their way to fighting back against a fate worse than death. Back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Thank you. Alisaie explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we've decided to keep an eye on Harlan for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Favorite Scion so far? Definitely a tie between Alisaie and Y'shtola. They're both my favorites. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces to worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Who's your favorite? See another Alisaie fan. Yeah. Like, I've liked her since, like, I've seen pics of her. Who is your favorite Scion, Kuzunoha?
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarian, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
Yay, another Y'shtola fan! Yay! You needn't have gone to the trouble.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
That sounds familiar.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs.
Tesline sounds familiar. Let's look her up.
I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people.
Jones.
Why they travel from arms to stay here.
Oh, she's Lily in Stellar Blade.
Eaten, broken
she's
souls
also
come
the
to wait out the inevitable.
Vex and Sylvie
to receive
in
the mercy
Baldur's
of a
Gate
painless
3.
death.
That's amazing.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief.
Just sounded like
but also thankful that her passing was
she
a peaceful
was in
one.
or they were in a Xenoblade. I wonder if these actors are in
It's never easy,
Chronicles?
ending a life you've cared for.
Who knows?
Even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Oh, did she direct Xenoblade?
They're coming.
Oh! Rosie Jones is one of the voice directors in Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Kina, Alice, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gone into him, but if he's wandering out there alone, we'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence. That's the other patients are suddenly so agitated, they can sense something. In any case, let's keep up the search close to the end. Halric isn't very sure on this feed, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric, please be alright. I'll cover the north and west. You take everything from here to the south.
Beetlejuice is out. Yeah, and I did hear in 14 they like to throw in a lot of pop culture references. Because I remembered there's a quest I was in Stormblood and I saw that they made a Hamilton reference of yeah, they made a Hamilton reference.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
All right.
There it is!
Oh no.
Is that... Oh no!
No!
Ulrich!
We have to run!
Oh shit!
Tesleen! No!
Oh my god.
We all deserve happiness. Wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
God damn it! Why? Why? Wait. Ulrich is responsible. Oh god! Yeah! Oh! Ow! God! What? Ow! Oh god! What the fuck is that? No! 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 If she's turning into... No!
No!
No wonder they did the near crossover event when Shadowbringers came out. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was... that was a little... Oh my. I'm sorry, Kina. I tried to tell the Cares what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. so unfair. Tesseline was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. All of the people in the world to suffer such a fate. I'm still in shock, so I'm still a little going, what the fuck? I imagine just as you're shocked at the rest of us. Oh yeah, you think? So I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I can barely, I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about the sort of thing about giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. Oh jeez. Ugh. And with that, I think I am done for the day. Whew, my mind is like swirling with so much WTF right now. Oh my god. Whew. And I'm gonna probably go ahead and call it. So this is probably a good little stopping area for today. No! Go and snowball! No! 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 Oh god! Ah! Whew. The reason to default. Oh, prepare the fields for shadow. Yeah, there. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. And I did kind of question myself. Shadowbringers gonna be dark, isn't it? Like, I know not to judge a book by its cover, but I could tell just from the name. Alright, but that's gonna go ahead and call it for today. Thank you everybody who stopped by. Grace, thank you for modding. Okay, so in case anyone missed my post about what's going on with tomorrow, unfortunately there will be no Baldur's Gate 3 stream tomorrow with the Honkadonk Squad, because Damo, she has the save file. Unfortunately, she is sick. So tomorrow's stream was, so no Honkadonk stream tomorrow. But however, hold on. However, I'm still probably gonna give you guys a Baldur's Gate 3 stream tomorrow, because I have been thinking about wanting to do an Astarian origin run on stream, and I've been meaning to check out an origin of one of the main characters, so I choose my vampire boyfriend, obviously. So, I'm still thinking about it, so I may, stream Astarian's, or start, an Astarian origin run, just to give you guys a Baldur's Gate 3 stream tomorrow. Still thinking about it, and I'm also trying to see if I can get any, friends to play, see if they want to just join in for some fun. So that's gonna be the plan for tomorrow. Like, I was canceling, I did post about it canceling, but I still felt like I still want to stream Baldur's Gate 3, but unfortunately Damo has the save file and she's sick, so it's like, I'll just give you guys a stream and do an origin run. I can, if not, yeah, so it's still a decision. I'm probably gonna do it, but, yeah, and then Thursday afternoon, I've got more Stellar Blade streams. And then on Friday night is more Rebirth in the evening. But yeah, it's just, I thought I'd give you guys a little heads up about tomorrow if I do decide to stream tomorrow. But nonetheless, just stay safe, stay hydrated, spread the love, be kind to one another. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys Thursday afternoon for Stellar Blade. Have a good one. We're probably not going to be raiding anybody today. But nonetheless, take care, guys. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, see you guys Thursday afternoon. Bye!